Right, we've made our duplicate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off. So we're just using this because I'm going to start playing with my channels again. Let me throw that away. So we've got these two channels that have come along with it. Isn't that fun? So if you want them, you got them. But I'm going to, just for a difference, I'm going to use, and you can see if you look at these, you turn them all. Come on, everybody off, okay. There's red, there's green, there's blue. I'm going to stick with red because I got a lot of lightness to it, but you can use any of these channels. Duplicate the channel, and in this case, I'm going to go into Filter, Filter Gallery, and I was using Stamp. Now, I reduced everything, so I've got a lot of smoothness. I'm going to make it very smooth. Let's play with it. I'm going to take out the smoothness. I want to have some dark lines here. So I'm going to play with my dark lines. Don't want it that dark. And again, I'm playing with this. You can use any one of these halftones we've used before. Note paper, photocopy. Ooh, I'm liking photocopy. I'm going to do photocopy. I had done stamp before, so I'm going to do photocopy. So I'm going to use, well, since I showed it to you, I'm going to use stamp. There's stamp, light, dark balance. Okay. All right, so now I've got that. I'm going to make it into a mask. I'm going to turn these back on. I'm going to go back. Oops, I need to go back to my channels. Turn that off. Go back here. I'm going to add. And I'm going to do my black to black thing, which I did over here. So I've got to go to my paint bucket tool, select it to foreground. And that should do it. Nope. So I'm going to selection inverse. Yep, that did it. So when I hit Command D, you'll see that I've got this sort of black edge to everything, which is a little intense. So now I'm going to reduce the opacity on. I'm going to keep going. I just want to have a little bit of an edge to this. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of darkened edge. If we turn it off, you'll see. That's opacity of 0. That's a little too little. Okay. Of course, I've got it about 50%. And I'm going to go in and clean up. So I've noticed that here there's a little bit of, I've got to remove that. Where are you? That should have removed it. Why aren't you removing? Oh, because you're up here too. Got them in a couple of layers. All right, I'll fight with that in a minute. But you can see, you can also decide, I like this, but I don't want it as much on the face. And again, you can do this by taking the flow and bringing it down. Just remember, when you start moving these things around up here, they stay there. So you got to go back and check and see what you've done. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. I've reduced the color on this. I've given myself a pattern background. I've kept the dog. You can go a little further with your own, but the two things you're going to need is a good pattern, a good picture, and a good pattern for the background.